Hello, you're listening to the Sun Devil Sit Down, a podcast by students for students produced by the ASU Student Life team.
In this show, we talk to Sun Devils to cover the ASU community, ASU events, and campus culture.
We'll take a look at what it means to be a Sun Devil and part of student life at ASU.
Hello, Sun Devils. My name is Madeleine Williamson, and I will be the host for this episode of the Sun Devil Sit Down. Today, we will be talking about esports at ASU, more specifically ASU's Rainbow Six Esports team. Now, I'm going to be super honest with you guys and just say right now that I do not know a lot about esports. Thankfully, though, I was able to sit down with Brian Grgantov, a junior studying computer information systems and business data analytics, and a team member of ASU's Rainbow Six Esports team. I asked him tons of questions about esports, and, well, here's what I found out. ASU Esports is a student-run organization with over 2,000 students involved. Here's what Brian had to say when I asked him how many players were in the organization.
I'm pretty sure that we field between 7 to 10 competitive esports teams, which can vary from each team is like 5 to 6 members. So there's at least, probably with like the different, because we have like D1, D2, and sometimes D3, which are like the divisions we call them. So there can be anywhere from, like 40, 50 plus actual esports players, but then in the club itself, there's about over 2,000 members.
That is a lot of Sun Devils. According to Brian's explanation, each team focuses on one game. This means, of course, that ASU's Rainbow Six team competes in, Rainbow Six. Now, for those of you who don't know what Rainbow Six is, it's a first-person shooter game. It's actually called Rainbow Six Siege. However, most people just call it Rainbow Six for short. It's a team game where two teams face off. Teams have to defend and attack. Attacking teams have to complete certain objectives, such as rescuing a hostage or capturing an area, all while the defending team works to prevent the attacking team from succeeding. According to Brian, ASU's Rainbow Six team is one of the best.
Our team consists of 5 members, so we all play at the same time, basically like a 5 versus 5. Now, I'm pretty sure the team has been around for at least 3 years, maybe 4. I know I joined 2 years ago in my freshman year, and I know the team had been a thing for about a year or 2 prior to that, so probably 4 years. Yeah, I don't think there's any official ranking out there, but I'd say we're probably a top 20 team in the country.
Just like any other sport team, Rainbow Six competes with many other colleges.
Yeah, so basically, as far as the collegiate scene works with ASU Esports, there's different kind of tournament organizers and leagues that are run throughout the different games that are played, and through there, kind of like how traditional sports are, where you compete against other colleges, except for there's not really, at least for our game, there's not really specific regions like the Pac-12 or SEC. It's just you play against any of the colleges in maybe the West region or Central. So at least for our game, it's just a league that's run. A couple of leagues actually are run. One's hosted by the game organizer, so they host their own one. And then there's a few different subsectors that have their own leagues as well.
With that in mind, one can assume that the Rainbow Six team must practice often. Here's what Brian said when I asked him what the team schedule looked like.
So practices would be anywhere from like an hour to 3 hours. So in the 2 leagues that we're playing at the moment, we play twice a week. And then also within that time, we also have practice times. So we try to at least practice once or twice a week, but with scheduling, it can get difficult since just all of our teammates are busy with school and work and that. At least, we play twice a week, at least practice once, maybe twice. And then we've been trying to meet up once a week to do content stuff on days that we have time, which is kind of rare, but we've kind of had somewhat of a consistent schedule. But yeah, so I'd say it's at least probably 3 or 4 days a week, including game days and practice times. Usually it's the seasons are ran throughout the course of most of the semester. So I know the one that that just finished up for us, it was from like, I believe, end of August or beginning of September through November. So they go throughout the course of the semester. We play weekly, and then within that game time, they're best of threes. So you play up to 3 maps. If a team wins 2-0, then the series is over. They can go up to 3 maps, and usually each map takes around 45 minutes to an hour. So a game day can usually consist of within 3 hours.
After learning all of this about the Rainbow Six team, I couldn't help but realize how little I knew about the esports world. I had to ask just one more question, and that was, what is something about the esports community that most people don't know?
Probably the competitive aspect of it, because I know that obviously people follow sports and they know that it's very competitive with there, but also with esports it's the same thing. A little bit of a different, obviously, caliber of activity, but once you get into it, especially as a player, it gets very competitive. There's a lot of rivalries between the different teams, at least in the Rainbow Six side.
Competitive indeed, especially if there are rivalries involved. Speaking of competitions, Sun Devils can stay up to date with how the Rainbow Six team is doing via the team's Twitter page at Arizona State R6. I hope everyone listening learned a little bit about ASU's esports community. And thank you again to Brian Grgantov for taking the time to talk to me about esports. Till next time, this has been the Sun Devil Sit Down. Thank you so much for listening in today. Don't forget to follow us on socials at ASU Student Life on Instagram and Twitter. Feel free to reach out to us with comments or story ideas via email at asustudentlife@asu.edu.
Our ASU Student Life team works under the ASU Educational Outreach and Student Services Department. Thank you to all the wonderful people from EOS who were involved in this episode. Thank you to the EOS design team for creating our awesome logo, Maxwell Gage Horowitz for producing our theme music,
and a very special thanks to supervisors Hannah Moulton Bullock and Macy Kimlin.